हे गाइस व्हाट्सअप, कैसे हैं आप सब लोग। और आज हम कुछ नई चीज़ आपके लिए लेकर आए हैं एंड दिस इज़ व्हाट वी कॉल एज द न्यूज़पेपर एडिटोरियल एनालिसिस। तो बेसिकली अब जैसे जैसा कि आपको पता लग रहा है कि इंस्टीट्यूट बहुत सारे एफर्ट्स ले रहा है आप लोगों के कोर्स और सिलेबस को चेंज करने के लिए, और एग्जामिनेशन पैटर्न भी बहुत हद तक ये लोग चेंज करने वाले हैं। तो इसके अंदर अब जो मेरे को लगता है कि एक वेल इन्फॉर्म्ड सीए वो लोग चाहते हैं बनाना आप लोगों को, तो उसी 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 दिशा में, उसी डायरेक्शन के अंदर हमने ये चीज़ स्टार्ट की है। हम लोग मैं और मेरा एक फ्रेंड वत्सल महेश्वरी, हम ट्राई करेंगे कि हम कुछ एडिटोरियल एनालिसिस जो हैं न्यूज़पेपर के एडिटोरियल एनालिसिस, जो कि रिलेट करते हैं कॉमर्स से, इकोनॉमिक्स से, सोशल नॉर्म से, कल्चरल नॉर्म से, साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी से, जो कि रेलेवेंट होते हैं, एक आम आदमी को पता होना चाहिए, हर व्यक्ति को इतनी जनरल नॉलेज होनी चाहिए। तो उस हिसाब से हम चाहते हैं कि आप लोग जब चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स बने तो एक वेल इन्फॉर्म्ड चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स बने। तो उसी डायरेक्शन के अंदर वी आर स्टार्टिंग दिस न्यू इनिशिएटिव एंड वत्सल सर विल बी देयर विद यू गाइस एंड ही विल बी मेकिंग एडिटोरियल एनालिसिस। और वो आपको एक होलिस्टिक, जिसको कहते हैं कि हर एंगल से आपको बताने की कोशिश करेंगे जो भी न्यूज़ चल रही होती है। फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे अभी रिजर्वेशन का ये वीडियो में हम लोग बात करेंगे, रिजर्वेशन की, जैसे ई कॉमर्स रूल्स नए आए हैं उस पर भी हम लोग बात करेंगे। और जो भी कुछ चीज़ें आप हमें लगता है कि स्टूडेंट को पता होनी चाहिए, सीए स्टूडेंट को पता होनी चाहिए एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, वो हम सब आपसे डिस्कस करने की कोशिश करेंगे। ओके, सो प्लीज़ एंजॉय करिएगा और शेयर करिएगा इसको अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ, अपने ऑफिस में इस चीज़ को डिस्कस करा करिए। आप लोग भी वीडियोस को चला करके, वीडियोस देख करके एक बार आप डिस्कशन करेंगे तो आपका भी नॉलेज बेस जो है वो बढ़ेगा। और जब भी आप चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बनेंगे तो आपके अंदर एक अलग सा कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा जब भी आप सोसाइटी में उठेंगे बैठेंगे तो ऑन एनी टॉपिक दैट इज गोइंग अराउंड इन दी नेशन, इन दी कंट्री, जिस पे भी डिबेट चल रही है, जिस पे भी कोई ना कोई गवर्नमेंट स्कीम लेके आ रही है, कोई भी एक्ट आ रहा है, उसके ऊपर आप भी अपना एक ओपिनियन, अपना एक व्यू पॉइंट बना सकते हैं। तो एक वेल इन्फॉर्म्ड स्टूडेंट आप लोग बनेंगे, एक वेल इन्फॉर्म्ड प्रोफेशनल्स आप लोग बनेंगे। ओके, सो नाउ I'll ask Vatsal sir to continue. Okay, so please enjoy and share, subscribe and comment. Thank you so much guys.
Hello everyone, my name is Vatsal Maheshwari. In collaboration with Ashish, who owns this channel Common, we have decided to post some current issues on this channel, some leading editorials which come in newspapers, and we will take up this topic once or twice in a week depending on your views and comments. So if you like this initiative, please do like, subscribe and comment, and please let us know what else you want in these videos apart from the topics which we are already covering. So before we start with today's topic, let me give you a brief introduction about myself. I'm a chartered accountant by profession. I have also completed my CS and I'm an inter rank holder in CWA. I got a call from Ahmedabad, Lucknow and Kozhikode this time from CAT. I worked with Deloitte in business taxation in Mumbai for 2.5 years. Love reading novels and newspapers, and that's why I've taken this topic to share my learnings with you. Always up for current topics and loves to socialize, and so please like, subscribe and comment if you like this video. So let's start with today's topic. So today's topic appeared as an editorial in Times of India on 13 January. This was by Nalin Mehta, and by the headline you can guess this was about the economically weaker section reservation of 10%, which by the way is approved by Rajya Sabha also after approving by Lok Sabha, and I think it's waiting for presidential nod and then it will become an act. So the headline itself says everything. If everyone gets reservation, then no one gets reservation. So in this, so let's begin with the course. So what is the article about? In nutshell, it is about the EWS category, that is economically weaker section category, and this category will now have a 10% reservation in educational institutes and government jobs. So it's not applicable for SC, STs and OBCs. This is specifically for economically weaker section of the general category. So keep that thing in mind, and it will be 10% over and above what is already given to SC, ST and OBC in there. Okay, so now what was the fuss about this article? What are the limitations? Why the editor has different opinions? Let's focus on that. So editor's arguments and facts. So first thing is first, when the editor started this article, he had a very wide view about the job sector in India, about the public sector jobs in India. So he had a very good argument that if 100 public jobs were there in last 10 years, if you compare it with the last 10-year data, so if 100 jobs were there, at that time population was 200. Now in current scenario, suppose the public sector jobs have fallen to 70, now population is 200. So that means jobs are not increasing. So if jobs are not increasing, what is the rationale to provide reservation? You should increase jobs first and then you should bring in reservation. That was the first point. Apart from that, he took a view on the already existing reservations for ST, STs, and OBCs, and he said that as per the socio-economic consensus, only 4% of SC ST members have members in government body, and less than 12% OBCs have government jobs. This data is for 2015. So, in nutshell, the author is trying to say that even after providing reservation, only such small number of representations are given, then is really reservation the right thing to be granted for job reservations and all. Okay. Third point, he said that obviously linking with first and two, problem of unemployment cannot be solved by reservation. Yes, you need to create jobs, but unemployment cannot be solved by reservation. So that is his point. Now, the fourth point, I'll give you a brief background that for this EWS category qualification, there are some limits being set, and one of the limits is that you should have an income below 8 lakhs. Now, this is pretty absurd as per the editor, because in India, being commerce students, I am attaching more to, you must be knowing that income of 2.5 lakhs qualifies for tax, subject to some constraints, but a general overview is that if you are earning above 2.5 lakhs, you are liable to pay tax. So one point is, government is considering you a taxpayer if you earn more than 2.5 lakhs, but if your income is 7.5 lakhs, you are in economically weaker section. This is the first contention. Second is, as per the Times of India analysis, if this is the criteria, then almost more than 95% of the households will be eligible for this EWS reservation. Now, what does that mean? Suppose there are 100 general category people and 95 are eligible for that. So that implies there will be intense competition. So again, the deserving poor who really need reservation will have to again fight for that small pie. Now, this again reflects that the deserving people will not get the reservation, because if I have a 7.5 lakh income and you are having 50,000 or 1 lakh income, we both are in EWS category, but obviously I, being a 7.5 lakh earner, will have more access to good education, schools, rather than a 50,000 or 1 lakh income earner. So this is pretty absurd, the criteria which is set, because this will again leave out the deserving poor. Okay, so this was the editor's arguments and facts. Now this is another slide which I have prepared, which was not in the article, but this is just an extra information that I'm giving you. Okay, so let's analyze the effect on SC, ST, OBC and other points. So first point says that obviously when you see SC, ST, OBC and general category which are not in EWS category, they will have 10% less jobs to target, because that 10% will go to the EWS category. And accordingly, second and third point also follow now. OBCs had 77.5% share, now they will have 67.5%. And upper middle class, that is apart from EWS, whatever general category is there, they will have 40.5% to target. Earlier they used to have 50.5, now they will have 50.5. Now fourth point is a technical point. If someone is well aware of the Indra Sawhney judgment which came in 1992 by Supreme Court, it is also known as the Mandal Commission approval judgment, which had set a limit of 50%. That 50% limit should be there. The reservation should not exceed 50%. Now the contrary point to here is that at that time there was no constitutional amendment. The whole and soul of the reservation point was that reservation should be granted based on the social backwardness and injustices. It was never an economic criteria. Reservation is never meant to allay economic poverty. If you take out any debates in the parliaments or constituent assemblies at that point of time, reservation was always meant to uplift those castes which had suffered a lot of atrocities in the past. It was never for economic criteria. So Indra Sawhney judgment in 1992 by Supreme Court also approved that it should not be based on solely on economic deprivation, and should be based on social exclusion criteria. So that's why this 10% economically weaker section thing will open a Pandora's box. Now, what is Pandora's box? That means more problems it will open, because now if you see, many OBCs leaders and other caste leaders have come out and said that why not create a economically weaker section in subcaste also. Like in OBCs there should be a weaker section, economically weaker section, then SCs, ST should have weaker section. So all this has lead to many more demands for reservation. Okay. And this time, if this definitely goes to Supreme Court, then Supreme Court has to decide that can reservation be shifted from social injustice causes, which was the backbone of reservation. On this only the whole reservation is based. So from social injustice, can reservation be granted based on economic deprivation? Okay. Next. So these are again another points which I have taken. Now there are some benefits also if we are moving to economically weaker section criteria. First one is that the minority religions, Muslims, Christians, Jains, who are in EWS category will definitely get benefit. Please be informed that Muslims and Christians, they are not SC, STs or OBCs. This is for the religion criteria. I am saying that now in EWS they will also be covered. Earlier they were not. And yes, it signals to a more better criteria. Definitely as economy moves, so gradually we should shift towards economic deprivation, but it will take a long time. It's not that easy. Okay. Third point is that some people might say that even after giving them reservation for SC, STs and OBCs, they reach a higher position. So why do they deserve reservation again at some other level? So that creamy layer thing is there. So in OBCs creamy layer is there, but in SC, STs no creamy layer is there. So the answer to that is that there are many leading reports conducted by this newspaper and other newspaper also, which says that they are still considered socially backward. So they still face atrocities when they even reach a higher position, because people from other castes tend to look them with a very narrow eye. They don't they are still socially excluded. So that's why even after they breach the creamy layer, they are not they are still getting those reservations because they're still facing the atrocities. Okay. And fourth point I've already discussed, basis always seems to be social inclusion, and it was not for removing or allaying poverty. Okay. So fifth point is I have given this food for thought for all of you to have a viewpoint on this. Is this violating Article 14? Article 14 talks about right to equality in the Constitution. Why I am saying this, even this can be breached by Supreme Court, it can be accepted by Supreme Court, but right to equality states that you should compare apples with apples. So that means if you have created economically weaker section for general category, you should also create economically weaker section for OBCs, STs and STs, because they don't have, as of right now, they have general reservation, but they don't have specific EWS reservation. So this can be a point. It is just a food for thought which I have thought, and I have taken it from some of the other research points that I have done. So have a look at it, and I hope this all is clear. So please like, comment and subscribe if you like this video, if you like this initiative, and if you want more we want more topics from your side also to be taken up. So please comment and let us know how you like this video. Thank you.